Okay, y'all, how are y'all? I'm surviving. You understand, I'm sure. Give you a little update. Did talk to the A&M's pathology this morning. We went over the necropsy results and just linked together, even though we had already read them. We just went over them, speaking to each other, and yeah, she essentially confirmed what everything we've already been saying, you know, and everything we've already been doing, which is extremely hard. We were hoping we would get that phone call and she would have, you know, something new to say. And she was even like, oh, good, y'all are already worming on symptomatic basis. And I was like, yeah, we're worming on symptomatic basis, following our vet's orders, but like our animals are still passing. And she's like, it's extremely frustrating, but you need to know that like it is not just you. She says we are seeing 9, like, she didn't give a number, but she said most of the necropsies for small ruminants, which again are goats and sheep, that we're getting right now are 1, sudden death, and 2, it ends up being parasites all over Texas. So kind of like how when we talked with the alpacas, how it was like a national problem, this is a national problem of Barber pole worms. I always knew goats could get it. I just hadn't heard yet that it was such a problem with the goats, you know. And yeah, I'm seeing it now. Yeah, and so if you haven't watched, I posted, as I'm filming this, I finally got it to upload my 40-minute kind of educational video about the worms and just kind of everything, walking through like literally every thought process in my head. I posted that. I also did a live and I talked about some stuff in the live last night that I was contradicted what I said in the in my video, because Ellie and I had talked after I filmed that video and we decided to make some changes. Then originally changes that we thought were going to be really hard, but we're going to bite the bullet and just take the change and see what happens with our deworming protocol. It's not exactly what the vets recommend, but it is what others on Morrow Hill do, and they're not losing like we are, so we are going to make that change to monthly feed-based dewormer that's not as potent as chemical dewormer. So we're going to see what happens, but I talked about all of that. Still very heartbroken, still very just like, you know, I want to thank everybody for being very kind, but the point of this video is not to sit and chat. Every day's a work day, okay? Every day's a work day, but there are some days where I know I'm doing like a lot that's going to be very taxing, bigger chores than what I normally do. You know, you have your set days of chores, like water is always a set chore for me. Cleaning, always a set chore. Not deep cleaning, but maintenance cleaning. But today is going to be, today is deep clean day. I'm actually going to deep clean the barn. I bought some bleach to deep clean the barn. So we're going to do that. We're going to spread some diatomaceous earth on the ground. And I'll show you that. Bleaching waters falls under maintenance clean, but I'm going to go ahead and show you just how I do that today too. So a lot of stuff happening. I'm going to see what we can get done today. I'm going to try my best not to drive myself into the ground doing it, but let's go do it. But first, let's check on everybody and see just how everybody is doing. First, I'm going to clean this off. This is maintenance clean, and then I'll show you my procedure for doing the waters. We also just rotated the pastures, so I can spread diatomaceous earth on the pastures they're not currently on, just to avoid any long nasal inhalation of the diatomaceous earth. It is food grade, it's safe. I could eat it if I wanted to. Keyword, if I wanted to. But just to be extra safe, we do not need anything else added to our plates. So let me clean this real quick. All right, so you just take your bleach, you pour it in your little waters with a little bit of bleach, and then you scrub it down. I already scrubbed it, so now I'm rinsing. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible YouTuber, honestly. There's a reason I don't video my chores. there's a reason I don't show water chores. And thank goodness I caught this quick enough and my phone is still functioning. But I had a lot of water going because I was doing my maintenance clean and then I was doing bleach, which, goodness, requires a bunch of water. And apparently I'm bleeding. Yeah, the wind came and it knocked my phone off of where it was sitting and it fell right in the water. So I stand by what I've said of not videoing my water chores. It dunked my whole phone in water. My phone might implode at some point. That's why I don't do that. One thing I also want to talk about that we're going to adjust, and it wasn't causing any problems, but it is going to help overall health. You know, goats and sheep have different protein levels that they need and also different minerals that they can and can't have. And sheep cannot have copper, high amounts of copper. Goats need copper, okay? So what do you do about that? You have to find a good mixed food and then you have to supplement the copper. It's a whole thing. Y'all know with Angel, we made sure not to give him any copper because we didn't want to give him copper toxicity. Now that Angel isn't here anymore, we are going to switch our feed to a higher protein goat feed. Higher protein goat feed will overall help their health and hopefully help them fight parasites better. So we are going to do that on our next feed cycle. We still have 2 or 3 days worth of feed. We're not going to waste that. Feed is money and we're not going to waste it, but we are going to be switching to a higher protein feed diet for them. Telling y'all this for a pity party, you know, telling you how I feel. Definitely not for a pity party at all, you know. But I want to show like the realisticness of farming, you know, and normally hard work feels good, right? But right now the hard work doesn't feel good. It feels like, why? I'm gonna put in all this hard work and I'm still not gonna beat the parasites. I know I have to put in the work. And not even have to, I want to, you know. It's my job and it's my responsibility as an animal owner. And I want to keep them safe. But I sit here and it's just like, gosh, like, not is it worth it, because it is worth it, because at least any little bit you're doing can help, but it's just defeating. It really, really is. I'm sitting here crying because I tried to do that on my own. I'm not good with the tractor. And so you see that little rinky-dink shovel right there? I tried to do all that. Y'all know goats pee on their bedding. That's why we're cleaning it and all of that. You know, we do annual cleans and we're gonna have good weather, so we thought for a little bit, so let's go ahead and clean it, spread some diatomaceous earth on the underneath of it. And I was just about sitting here crying because I wasn't strong enough to push that underneath the hay. And he goes, let me get the tractor and let me do it. I will do it. And he's so broken right now. And I'm so broken. And this is the part of farm life that I feel like a lot of people don't understand, is you lose someone, but you have to keep going. And I can't think of many 25-year-olds. I'll be 25 in a couple days. He's already 25. I can't think of many 25-year-olds that have to do this. And I'm so grateful for him. So grateful. Is that not the cutest thing ever? Mama's over there. Look at all those piggly wigglies. Piggly wigglies. Well, I'm covered in it. And so is the barn. Is the barn perfectly cleaned out right now? No, because I'm about to put hay back on top of it. That's why I put the diatomaceous earth down to smother any parasites that might be in here. Because y'all, the sad reality of goats is they poop and pee in their bedding. And they don't care. So, if there's anything here, the diatomaceous earth should help. The nasty hay is right there. We're about to take that and move it so we can burn it. We're running out of daylight though, so I have another bag of this. I'm not gonna treat the pasture today. I'm running out of daylight, and I actually don't have enough. The fact that the whole barn took one bag, yeah. So, yeah, it's good stuff. And this is a 20-pound bag. It's 100% diatomaceous earth, nothing else in it. I'm big on my ingredients, so I made sure to make sure there were no inactive ingredients that I didn't know about. But now I've got to get hay and put new hay on top of all of this. I need to look at the weather forecast as well to see if I need to do a thick layer, because we still are kind of in that chilly zone at night, but hot during the day. So need to look at the weather app real quick. All right, y'all. And there goes my saving grace with the big tractor. She saved me hours worth of time. I was taking my tractor and coming over and picking up little bits of hay. And it took me 30 minutes to cover one corner of the barn. So I called Bree and I was like, look, I don't know how to work the big tractor. Well, Ellie actually called her. I said, I don't know how to work the big tractor. I know you do. Can you please just drop me a bale of hay so I can cover my barn? And Hank, and she goes, yeah, just give me 30 minutes. Bree, if you're watching this, you're a godsend. Thank you, Bree. Let's all give her a huge thanks, because I couldn't have done that without her. All right, moving on. Now we gotta go shred some hay. All right, we gotta turn the power back on. Every day, it seems like the power goes out and I just have to go reset it. And I know the power's out because the bulbs in here aren't on. It also powers that barn. So let's go in here and see if we can get some power on. This is motion censored. Okay, I'm videoing this because I can actually see with this. Well, kinda. Okay, where's the thingy? Here's the thingy. Well, I'm just gonna press some random buttons, and if I shock myself, I shock myself. Green, we should be on. I see light. There we go. Lights are on. Light is on in the barn. Now I can spend however much time out there I need. Thank you again, Bree. Right now, I am just in a state of panic. Things took longer than I thought they were going to. I also have to get those chickens and put them in the coop, but I'm gonna give them the chance to do it themselves first. Now, what we're gonna do, oh, we're rolling. That's Brandon. I know, I'm gonna help y'all in a few minutes. Now, what's the goats are gonna think is very sad is that I am going to dismantle this hay. Maybe I won't. Maybe I can just, no, I need to dismantle it, because look at how much I have to cover. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, I pulled all the hay strings out. I have all of the hay dispersed. Let me put this up. All the hay is dispersed all across. They will continue to disperse it. It's getting dark. I have to get those chickens. Hero's already being Hero. This will be good for the donkeys to eat. The goats can get just some extra protein from it. The hay's good for them. So yeah, here we are. And I guess they can lay on it if they want, but it's not gonna go anywhere. So we're good. With that, y'all, thank you for your love and support as always. And I'm gonna get these chickens up and go inside for right now. And then I'll be back out here in a couple hours for a wellness check. But everybody looks good today, so I'm not too stressed, but just a little bit. Hi, donkeys. Are you Andy or are you your C word? Hi, buddy. Good boy. I know, I got you stressed out right now. Bye, friends.